Uh, and hello. Um, of course I'm still congested. It's not congestion going around. It's a weapon. It doesn't congest you. It collapses your lungs, causes permanent damage. You can only get better by doing push-ups with your lungs from this stuff. I spoke with my oxygen therapist deeply on this. Now, on to more important shit. You see this? That is 1748 hertz. This waveform between the two entities and stuff, I was like, human biofield. And all of a sudden I came up with a magnet. We got a magnet. I was like, wow, that's intense. Now, the rest of this is like blue sun, red sun, magnetic repellation, and horse's box, which a lot of these symbols inside that box right there are on the same walls of Peru, under the angry red brother. They all correlate. These are our planets around the sun. This has been covered in raw maps. I'm not going to cover that. We're going to the magnet in creation. You see the centerpiece to this amazing... There's an awful lot of information here. Trumpets of Revelation, the firmament, all this stuff. It explains in depth in physics what's going on and how we got here and who's to blame. It's got our DNA entangled here in our human, all this stuff. Everything is just here in this one picture. But the very center of it, there you are, holding shit together, and there's 1748 hertz. Now, I was left with, what the fuck do you do with that? And we started this, we, not me, at this point in time when this happened. I didn't mean to read this. It was fucking put on me. And I never asked for it. Just saying. We took this on as a project and have deciphered this. The fucking picture's done. Omnipresent, 1748 hertz. They exhibit this pattern. Anybody who would try to hide something like that is hideous, because it's been hidden from us for way too long. Now, during the process, we were watching these things here, closing field lines, because they're big magnets behind us, sneak up on us for about 3 years, documented time after time after time. And now you can see that in your north horizon at night. It's a huge, huge blackness, hiding all the stars behind it, of course. And some of these came in some very familiar patterns. Is that Anubis showing up over here? I don't know. Really, that's not the one that came in the clearest. As you can, I'm sure you're familiar with which one I believe came in the clearest. And that would be the conical hat here with the dingly cobra and all that with the eye. This is an IMF line, interplanetary magnetic field line, all this blue, which in technical means it's nothing to do with Earth's magnet. It's something else. And it was a CME coming from behind, from a very clear body of light. That is Earth. That is where we live. Okay? Your sun is over here. This is our bow shock. This is known as induction energy coming in through the disk and the center of our magnet. That's how suns feed planets energy from the Birkeland current. In the design of Creator, magnet to magnet, instantaneous at a distance. It's amazing. Way faster than energy. So much more eternal. And never changing. Never changing in thousands of years. Same hat. Tradition holds knowledge. Just because you don't know doesn't mean I don't know. And I'm trying to help you. This I took before Ra showed up. You see that? That is a fucking planet over Madrid, Spain, and that's its moon. I can say that with impeccable for sureness because, boom, there's the original. I took it. There's 5 minutes later. You can clearly see the objects backlit by our own sun up off the horizon. I took that because of skeptics. I was like, okay, well, if this is real, it's going to bink, bink, bink. There it is. Patience brings on good research. This is the first indication I had there was something going on behind our sun. This is Horus's box. This little one, that's our sun. This is a lens flare. There's a difference because if you look up this camera, and I've done the videos, this is an MRI UV spectrum computer generated overlay. This is not a lens flare. These little green things here. This is a sensor on the camera. Period. This is what your moon looks like at rise. And I said it. This has not only rolled over to here, but it's usually up around here now at set. That is 180-degree roll of your moon every night. This is just a couple hours apart. And they're not even my pictures. Because honestly, if you have a question on that, why would you ask me? You should go look. Now, do you see that dot and the short end and then the long end? Short end, long end. That is also ultraviolet from a sensor in the same camera. This is a night shot. This is motherfucking midnight, bitches. You shouldn't be seeing that. Well, funny. Funny. Not a coincidence, I say. In every depiction I looked at of Ra, including the totem pole that showed up in Peru that blew my mind, he's got a short end and a long end of his V-neck. Long end, short end, cross-hatched, V-neck. Matches his magnetosphere, so I recognized it pretty quick. In Peru, the totem pole, this is flipped like this, except it has the long end and the short end instead of the even Egyptian-looking one. I was like, fuck, that's the same. Okay, technically, they are drawing the same things in physics, because that's the language they had to draw in. The laws of physics, the laws of creation. Why would there be anything different? That is a fucking giraffe. None of this has been guesswork. I informed a state-level senator in 2014. I had noticed the moon was doing cartwheels. And I noticed the fucking polar vortex grabbing hold of our planet. I knew magnet. I had been trained in the U.S. Navy, nuclear electronics, and physics. I understand magnet really good. I never knew I had one. And I gotta tell you, I've covered it in this channel. There's several live videos that I did and video downloads of moving water and practicing this. And the science comes out. Look at my community page. There's real science that says you can manipulate this with your fields emitting from your hands. Well, that field is coming from your soul, which is a magnet. An instantaneous creator is entangled with each and every cell and atom in existence, including your fucking magnet in your chest. And you're made with a mind and emotions to be grateful and meek and be the tool that creator made you to be. Now, regardless of what people are going to tell you, practice is going to fucking kill that. Whatever they have to tell you, you need to put your hands on and be the tool you were made to be. That's all I've got left for you. Our loved ones are dying. I understand. I tried to warn really hard, and we saw an awful lot of opposition, and still do to this day. I'm having live, real-time people threaten my life openly on YouTube. Lee, what the fuck is that about, dude? All I've ever done is try to be warning of what's coming. I have great detail. I should be in front of a world court, but whistleblowing doesn't look like Snowden. And living with that weight was killing me. And I've learned that it's not my weight, man. It's on you. And I'm not talking to Lee now. I'm talking to every soul. Do right. Our time is short. A great shaking has come here. The body of creation and Creator's children were put here to fix this. We are the tool to heal, steward. Let's not forget that. Hold it in your heart. Use what God gave us. Please. Magnetic stacking strength is real. It's a real thing. It's physics. You have a magnet. What is different than your magnet than any other magnet in the world? You have a mind and a heart sac of memories and emotions. Get them under control. Understand our Creator is in every atom at an omnipresence. There is a plan unfolding that includes you, or you wouldn't be here. Stand strong, people. Our Creator is amazing. And people would have you think he's a snow globe maker. Some kind of flat earth plane. Creation never stops growing. The universe is always expanding. There are new suns needed every day. You start out as a spark. You learn, you grow. You give back a little pinch to the Creator when you go home. As a prodigal child, all creation grows in that manner. We've been robbed of that process for centuries on this planet. Those who feel they need to judge over men's souls. The Queen sat on their tablets of fucking destiny until the day she died. She never came clean. Don't not come clean with your soul. That's not something to mess with. That is whatever lesson you're going through right now. I've come clean. I've told you who I am. It's made people hate me. I don't care. I will go to my Maker with a very clean, light soul. I bore my burdens and given them in full confession to what I've done in my life. My life is an open book. I have nothing to hide. I don't embellish. And all I want is best for what is Creator's plan. And I see it. I saw it on a wall. I understand it. I get it. I hope you do. We need you on the magnet chain. Search in your fucking soul. It's not that tough. Do your little physics. I didn't believe there was a creator. A couple years ago. I have no doubt there is ever in any part of my being now. And it's only because I see it self-evident in the laws of physics itself. And that wall helped me. So did you. And playing with my magnet concreted it. This is real. We had opposition telling us, oh, that was wind. We've actually got invisible wings with an A-frame that he has put cellophane all around with a pendulum in there that he's moving around. Can't even blow on the damn thing. I had cowls and doing ridiculous stuff proving it wasn't the wind from my hands doing these things. That kind of shit will solidify it in your soul. This is what you were created for. You need that in your head. You need to get your head straight with your heart and understand this isn't a game. We've had weapons released upon us. Stand strong and fucking heal.